Hey there, everybody. This is Gary from Constricted and Addicted. I've heard some pretty interesting news watching some of the latest YouTube videos, one from Reach Out Reptiles, and then of course from USARK. We keep getting these USARK alerts happening, and that's what I kind of like to talk about today. So stick around and see what comes up. So I am here with Georgia, and Georgia is probably one of my favorite retics. This girl has got just amazing colorations and patterns. She is a wild type or a normal patterned reticulated python. She's 5 years old and she's probably about 8 feet long. Wonderful animal, one of my favorites in my collection to handle. She was purchased as a 50% Kalatoa, where I have the receipt that she is a 50% Kalatoa. The person that bred her, or the company that bred her, is not a very reputable company. So she's never going to get bred. I will never know the difference. The only thing I have with her is size, and at 5 years old, you know, being 8 feet long, that's pretty good indication that the Kalatoa gene or super dwarf is present with this animal. I love this, right? I get home from work today, I go to my mailbox, and there is a letter in the mail from one of my favorite people. Great YouTube channel. If you're not watching The Curly Haired Keeper, go check her out. She's got some awesome content, but she sent me a thank you card today, and that just totally lightened my day up. You know, I love getting stuff like this, and I don't get stuff like this all the time. So I had a quick glance at it, and she's got this wonderful new logo. I'll get it right. And she sent me a couple stickers. This one you can't see, but it's transparent. I'll put them on one of my trucks. Anyways, she also sent a card. And this is really super cool, you know. What I really like is that we inspire each other. You know, I don't do this to inspire anybody. All I want to do is really promote retic awareness, you know, that these are not the monstrous creatures that people make them out to be, that they are probably one of the most intelligent and loving pets in the reptile world that you can own. But I also want to put out there at the same light that not everybody should own a retic. They're not for everybody. They're big animals. They can get very big, and some people can be just grossly immersed in how big they are and owning an animal of that size until they own an animal of that size. And then they wonder, what the heck are they going to do with it? So that being said, let's get back to the card that Georgia knocked off. All right, so this is really cool. It says, Gary, you are such an inspiration and a shining example for this hobby. I certainly would not have the knowledge and relationship with my retics that I currently do without your generous sharing of your knowledge and experience. Sorry, I don't have glasses on. Enjoy the stickers, and fingers crossed that we may cross paths at an expo soon. Abby. Thank you, Abby. And I'm going to say once again, if you get a chance, if you're not following The Curly Haired Keeper, please do so. Go to her channel, subscribe, The Curly Haired Keeper. Go to her IG, Instagram, The Curly Haired Keeper. Follow her. She has amazing content, way better than my content. But anyways, like I said, with these reptile ban, animal program bans that are happening and they're popping up all over the place, one of the things, of course, when I heard the first one was, it's over there. There's not much that I can do about it. It's not happening here, right? So we'll let that state deal with it. And I don't mean that to sound callous, but what I mean is that, you know, what can somebody in California do for somebody in Illinois that is facing an animal program ban? And what does that mean? It means that if somebody wants to go to an exhibit, or if somebody is called, like me, I regularly get called to do children's fairs. So if somebody brings their animals to a children's fair, what this ban is saying that can't happen anymore. And it's not just reptiles. It's a animal ban, meaning that you can't bring rodents, you can't bring ferrets, you can't bring guinea pigs, you can't bring birds, you can't bring anything like that. This does not just affect someone like me who would want to bring a reticulated python to an exhibit or to a children's fair, but it affects FFA. It affects a multitude of people that do something like this out of the kindness of our hearts so that we can show other people just how wonderful and beautiful these animals are. So as we see the first one pop up, we wonder, okay, it's happening in Illinois. Then we see another one pop up. It's happening in Oregon. Then we see another one pop up. It's happening in Washington, and they're starting to pop up little by little all over the place. So they start with these little bans that USARK gets a hold of, and they let us know about it. And this one state now has become 6 or 7 different states. And it may not even be a whole state. Maybe it's a county that's getting involved, and they're just starting to pick away at our rights to own not just reptiles, but many domesticated. I've heard even cats and dogs are now being targeted as potential bans, right? Like, people don't want us to own these pets. So what does that mean for us? That means that it is important more now than ever to become a part of USARK, to help out USARK. And what is this now? Does this become a USARK infomercial? Maybe. Take it as you want. But the reality is that we need to help USARK with their numbers so that when they go up against laws and legislations like this, that they have the backing. They have people that own reptiles responsibly. And we're telling these people, hey, we want to keep our rights to own these beautiful and what people think are aggressive and monstrous animals. We want to keep them in our possession because, to me, they're not monstrous and they're not vicious and they're not anything like some people are putting them out to be. These are my pets. And like most people might look at a cat or a dog, I look at my reticulated pythons the exact same way. They get the same love. They get the same treatment. And what happens is when I spend my time and my effort with these animals, when somebody comes over and they want to handle or see my reticulated pythons give them the same attention and care as they give me. So it really is about the keeper. It's about how do you spend your time with your animals? How do you treat your animals? I mean, I'm not a breeder. I'm a keeper. So it's important to me. It's super important to me that I spend as much time with my animals as, say, somebody does with their cats and dogs. Now, obviously, I have more animals in my possession than most people would cats and dogs. But I love every one of my retics the same way. They all get the same attention. They all get rotated in and out. And the result is that I have these beautiful, and to use the term friendly may not be right, but compatible, right? Like, I enjoy these animals and I don't say that they do, but I feel like they enjoy me. And, that's what I want to do here. So in light of the bans that are happening, in light of everything else that's taking place, it's important to me that I do my part. I can't make anybody else do their part. All I can do is tell you what I'm doing and the enjoyment that I get from it, and hopefully maybe spark that in one other person and just get a USARK membership for $40 a year. I've put it out there before that I will help somebody out if you don't have the ways and means to do that. If you contact me through Instagram, I will do what I can to help you out. But these animals are my life. These animals are what I come home to. They are what I enjoy. I don't have all the specifics and all the technicalities about these animals that a lot of people do. What I have is the enjoyment and the love and the ability to share my time with this beautiful girl right here who, she's like my best friend. She really is. She's truly an amazing, amazing animal. So if nothing else, right, please support USARK. go to usarc.org and look at what you can do to help out USARC and all of us together, because we are in this together. Well, today was the day of gifts. I got this. I think I know who it's from. I want to say it's from Jen Coughlin, but I'm not sure yet. But it showed up in the mail today, so we're going to open it up, find out what it is. It's kind of like a snake unboxing, but it's not a snake. I know that already. All right, so I got it ready. Let's show Cora off a little bit. This is my 50% Kalatoa Phantom Platinum from Chris McVicker. And if you guys know the story about her, she is the absolute story of if you can put the patience, the consistency, and the time in to working with a reticulated python, that this is the result. This girl hated my guts when I got her. And today, she like greets me when I walk into my reptile room. She's one of my favorite animals, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this wonderful thing that I still can't open. There we go. Oh wow. Oh wow, no way. I don't know. I think she made this for me because we talked about this. My retic is my therapist, and it's got a picture of Emma. Oh my God, this is freaking rad. Jen, thank you so very much. I don't even know what to say to this because my retics are my therapists. They really, truly are. I know this is from you. It does not say at all who sent it. It just says it came from Illinois. And I know you're out that way. So you're in New Jersey, I think. Thank you so very, very much. This is amazing, you guys. There's Emma. My retic is my therapist. Don't take my therapist away. I love you guys. Got to keep an eye on this girl right here because she's amazing. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm speechless.